Dragon Ball Z is one of the most beloved and iconic properties to ever come out of Japan. With over 30 years of history, there's plenty of trivia around it. How well do you know Goku and friends? Here are 6 pieces of Dragon Ball trivia, but one of them is a lie. It's fake, it's hogwash, horse feathers, baloney. Can you guess which one is made up? Let's find out. Number 1. Cutting corners. Adult Goku in Super Saiyan form is one of the most iconic visuals in all of DBZ, but that beloved design exists mostly out of convenience. Series creator Akira Toriyama was having a hard time drawing Goku in believable fight scenes in Dragon Ball due to his big head and short limbs, so he eventually jumped the story ahead a few years and made the risky choice to reintroduce Dragon Ball's beloved kid hero completely redesigned as an adult. And according to Toriyama, the transformation later on into Super Saiyan was only partially to defeat Frieza. It was mostly because Toriyama's assistant spent too much time coloring Goku's hair in black in every panel of the manga. Fact number 2. Majin Marriage. Though Dragon Ball Super is generally considered the first true continuation of Dragon Ball Z, a few years earlier Toriyama was heavily involved with Dragon Ball Online, a short-lived MMORPG that was available only in Asian territories. The game took place 216 years after DBZ, and in this timeline, Mr. Boo was inspired by one of Hercule's dirty magazines to create a wife named Booby by shooting a piece of himself with love beams. The two had a baby Boo, and before long the world was populated by an entire race of friendly Majins. Fact number 3. Other dragons. In addition to the success of the Dragon Ball franchise, Akira Toriyama has also worked on several other dragon-related properties, including the long-running Dragon Quest video game series, the Xbox 360 game Blue Dragon, and before all that, he wrote a one-shot manga called Dragon Boy, which first introduced readers to a pair of kooky characters named Goku and Bulma. Fact number 4. Straw Hat Saiyans. Akira Toriyama is good friends with One Piece creator Eiichiro Ota, which has led to Goku and Luffy crossing paths several times, including in an official one-shot manga called Cross Epic, in which Hercule used the Dragon Ball's wish-granting powers to become king of the world so he could throw a tea party for all of his friends with big cakes and stuff. Fact number 5. How many fingers? Aside from the addition of filler episodes, the Dragon Ball Z anime doesn't change too much from the manga. In fact, you can probably count the major differences on one hand, unless you're Super Boo, who had mitten-like flippers in the manga that got turned into fingers for the anime, possibly so we could shoot everyone the bird. Number 6. Android updates. Though the androids have become a beloved part of Dragon Ball Z, Toriyama's editor wasn't a fan. He complained that Android 19 and 20 were a geezer and a fatso, which led to the creation of Androids 17 and 18, who he didn't think were threatening enough since they were just a couple teenagers. So finally, Toriyama created Cell, who of course underwent several transformations before this same editor was satisfied with his appearance. So to recap, here were the facts. Number 1, cutting corners. Number 2, Majin Marriage. Number 3, other dragons. Number 4, Straw Hat Saiyans. Number 5, how many fingers? And number 6, Android updates. Which of these facts was made up? If you guessed number 3, you were correct. Though Akira Toriyama's other works do include Dragon Quest, Blue Dragon, and Dragon Boy, the characters Goku and Bulma did not formally appear until Dragon Ball. Dragon Boy's hero Tauntaun was something of a prototype for Goku, but he had wings instead of a tail, and another early Toriyama comic, The Adventures of Tongpu, bears a lot of similarity to Goku and Bulma's first meeting, but it starred characters named Tongpu and Playmo. The fact is, Goku and Bulma first appeared in Dragon Ball, period. What's your favorite piece of Dragon Ball trivia? Sound off in the comments, and before I go, I have one last very strange special treat for you. It's a picture of Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z, wearing a mask of Admiral Akbar from Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
It's a trap!
And for more on Dragon Ball and everything else, keep it right here on IGN.